Have you ever felt like you've built this incredible rocket ship, but you've got absolutely no fuel to launch it? That's the reality for so many AI startups. You've got groundbreaking tech, but empty pockets when it comes to marketing. Today, we're going to crack the code on how to market your AI on a shoestring budget. Let's get right into it.
So, you did it. You poured your heart and soul into building an amazing AI tool that could literally change the game. But then reality hits. There's one tiny problem. Your marketing budget is, well, basically zero. This is probably the single biggest hurdle for innovators just like you, and we're here to help you clear it.
And look, it's not just about getting the word out. It's about being heard in what feels like a hurricane of hype. The AI space isn't just growing. It is exploding with new companies, and every single one of them is fighting for the exact same attention.
And let's put a real number on that, because it's kind of wild. Nearly half of all startup funding in the US this year is poured directly into AI. That is a staggering amount of money fueling your competition. So you got to ask, how do you even begin to compete with that?
Well, here's the good news. You don't have to play their game. The answer isn't to magically find a giant pile of cash. Nope, it's to use a smarter, leaner, and way more strategic playbook. And today, we're going to break down that playbook into 3 core pillars.
All right, let's start with pillar number 1, building your authority. This is all about creating such a strong foundation of credibility that customers are naturally drawn to you instead of you having to chase them down.
And hey, the numbers totally back this up. Content marketing isn't just a nice idea, it is incredibly efficient. Think about it. On average, for every single dollar you invest, it generates $3 in return. That's a 3x ROI. Who wouldn't take that deal?
So where do you even begin? Think of it like you're building a house. Your company blog, that's your solid foundation. Guest posts are like the windows, letting new people see what you're all about. And then you take that content and repurpose it for places like LinkedIn and Medium. That's like adding a fresh coat of paint to get even more eyes on it. And of course, you use SEO and AI writing tools to make the whole process faster and smarter. Now, speaking of search optimization, here's a curveball. The ground is literally shifting under our feet. You know, the old rules of just trying to get people to click a link to your website? Yeah, those are quickly becoming obsolete.
And here's why. Get this, over 65% of searches now end without a single click. Just let that sink in for a second. People are getting their answers right there, from AI tools like ChatGPT or Google's AI overviews, and they never even visit a web page.
This has created a whole new field, something called Answer Engine Optimization, or AEO for short. The goal isn't just to rank on a results page anymore. The new goal is to become the trusted, authoritative source that the AI models actually cite in their answers. You become the answer.
So let's be super clear about this shift. The old way, traditional SEO, was all about driving traffic to your website. AEO is about building your brand's authority within the AI platforms themselves. It's a fundamental change in strategy, and honestly, if you're not getting on board with this, you risk getting left behind.
Okay, so that brings us to our second pillar, amplifying your reach. Once you've created all this great, authoritative content, you need a way to shoot it into the stratosphere. And thankfully, some of the best rockets are totally free.
And it's really no wonder why. A massive 90% of marketers are already using social media to share their stuff. It's not optional anymore. It's an absolutely essential part of any modern marketing plan, especially when you're watching every penny.
For an AI startup, the key is to be surgical. You can't just be everywhere. Use LinkedIn to connect with the decision makers, the people who actually sign the checks. Use Twitter threads to break down complicated AI concepts for a bigger audience. And dive deep into those niche Reddit and Quora communities to become a voice people trust. These are all high-impact, zero-cost moves that really build momentum. And beyond social media, you've got what's called earned media. And you definitely don't need some pricey PR agency. You can use services like Haro to get in front of journalists. You can pitch your story directly to tech blogs. You can land interviews on podcasts. This is how you get that priceless validation from a third party. And that brings us to our final pillar, scaling your efforts. This is the fun part. This is where we build a growth engine that starts to run on its own, freeing you up to focus on what you really do best, building the future.
And the absolute cornerstone of that engine is automation. If you need proof, just look at the ROI for email marketing. It's an incredible $36 back for every $1 spent. 36! I mean, that's the kind of efficiency that can turn a shoestring budget into a serious war chest.
And the process is way simpler than you might think. First, you just hunt down all those repetitive manual marketing tasks you're doing. Second, you find some easy-to-use no-code tools. Third, you build automated workflows that literally run while you sleep. And fourth, and this is the magic part, you reinvest all that time you saved back into big-picture strategy. It's a perfect growth cycle.
And here are just a few of the tools that can power that engine. You can use something like MailChimp or HubSpot for your automated emails. You can use Buffer to schedule out all your social media way in advance. And you can use Webflow to build these amazing landing pages that convert, all without writing a single line of code.
But listen, technology is only half of the equation. The most powerful, most self-sustaining way to scale doesn't come from software. It comes from people. It comes from building a real, genuine community. So what does that look like? It means creating a home for your users, maybe on Discord or Slack. It means sharing your knowledge freely through webinars and workshops. And it means teaming up with other companies to help each other grow. A strong community becomes your most powerful marketing engine, creating this network effect that, honestly, money just can't buy.
So let's bring it all home. Build your authority, amplify your reach, and scale your efforts. That, right there, is the Smart Growth Playbook. It's a framework that depends way more on your brains than your budget.
And if you remember one thing from all this, let it be this. You don't have to outspend your competition. You have to outthink them. By focusing on these strategies that build on each other over time, you can get sustainable growth and build a brand that's really made the last.
So as we wrap up, the only question left to ask is, which one of these smart, cost-effective strategies are you going to put into action first? Now go out there and build something incredible. We're all rooting for you.